Right.
So,
Right.
so basically what they've done is take the picture off YouTube. They'll have the whole time. So you're following the action. Then I'll go into it. And that's right before the...
Is our ceremony ambient mic?
One right had to send a right into the room to get it.
If you want to cover that.
Test, check, test 1, 2, check.
Please repeat after me. So
Okay.
you can offer for your document.
Don't even.
Well, I've just been given the 2-minute warning, so we're close. My name is Keith Horseman, and I'm the celebrant for Eric and Ashley's wedding ceremony today. And I wanted to pass on a few tidbits of information for you. Number one, so that you may mentally prepare, this ceremony will last about 25 minutes. They also asked that they have a tweet-free and unplugged ceremony, so just a reminder to mute your devices, stow them away, and really capture how the moment feels, and allow our photographer to capture how it looks. Also, as we begin, I'm going to keep you all standing for just a minute or so, and rest assured I'll invite you to be seated. But it's in that standing, I have a few questions for you that I hope you will answer in the affirmative for our bride and groom. And it's just symbolic of your support for them in their lives as a married couple. Let us all now prepare ourselves to welcome the bridal party. And who presents Ashley to be married to Eric?
Her mother and I.
Wonderful. Well, all of you, including those zooming in for this wedding, the families and friends of Eric and Ashley, you are the foundation upon which these two lives have been built. And they now look to you and having their back as they make this commitment to one another here today. So I have a few questions for all of you that I know have an obvious answer, but I believe our bride and groom would be inspired by hearing your voices. And so I ask you, will you be open to forming a trusting relationship with both Eric and Ashley? Will you do this?
Yeah.
And standing beside them and never between them, will you offer them your support but not your judgment? And will you encourage them and honor this marriage? And Eric and Ashley, your choice to get married impacts all of your respective friends and family. Will you commit to and join with one another's communities?
Yes.
Well, by applause, let's affirm this beautiful couple. Ashley and Eric, the Rocky Mountains were formed by two tectonic plates that collided and supported each other's bedrock as it rise to new heights. And may this be your metaphor in marriage, where you're promising to care about everything, the good things, the bad things, the mundane things, all of it, all of the time, every day. You're saying to each other, your life will not go unnoticed because I will notice it. Your life will not go unwitnessed because I will be your witness. So I invite you to take a look at the crowd who have gathered here to revel in your I do's on this monumental day of promises. Take a deep breath. Bring them with you into this moment. You know today's going to fly by, but it's your memories that you must preserve. Ashley and Eric are humbled and thrilled to have all of you here with them to celebrate one of the greatest days of their lives. Many of you have known them before they could even read or write their own names. Some of you may have never met Ashley. Some may have never met Eric. And they hope you're not disappointed. You are their favorite people. You carry a history with them. And they've been shaped by your guidance and your influence. And you are the reason they didn't elope. I invite you all to be seated. Well, in this era of Match.com and Tinder, Eric and Ashley met the old-fashioned way, in a bar. They were at Toby Keith's dancing. Ashley said, "We had mutual friends, and I noticed Eric right away. He ignored me." Eric said she was very cute and a great dancer. For their first date, Eric extended Ashley a ticket for a Tyler Farr concert at the Grizzly Rose, as Eric's buddy PJ was no longer available. Now, Ashley, though initially nervous when the day arrived, she had a great time. The two of them had strong, witty banter, and they found a knowing comfort in being with one another. They even stayed and continued to dance after the concert ended. So Eric and Ashley fell in love by chance, but they're here today because of a choice. They've chosen to be with someone who enhances them, who makes them think, who makes them smile, and who makes every day brighter. Now, everyone who has ever loved us becomes part of who we are. Marriage is more than two individuals partnering for life. It's also the coming together and the merging of family and friends. And Ashley and Eric cherish you, their connection to the past, proclaimers of the present, and their hope for the future. Karen, Lewis, and Mitchell, you have helped to shape Ashley into the person she is today. From a very young age, you showed her the beauty of a close family, good friends, love, learning, and hard work. Step by step, you played a significant role in building her confidence, lending her support, and encouraging her to follow her dreams. Ashley said, "My parents completely shaped the person that I am today. My mom gave me her kind and caring heart, and my dad showed me how a real man should be. I've always wanted to marry a man like my father." Well, Lewis, Karen, and Mitchell, Eric has immense appreciation for Ashley, the one who is the love of his life. And Dave, Kathy, Mark, Alicia, you have always been Eric's biggest supporters. You taught him principles that have guided him to this day. You provided wisdom in his endeavors, and you mentored him on the road to adulthood. Eric said, "My parents taught me a great work ethic, how to provide for the family, to put a roof over their heads, clothes on their backs, and food in their stomachs. They taught me to treat others how I wanted to be treated. And whenever I left the house, my mother reminded me, 'You know right from wrong.'" He said, "That has always stuck with me." Well, Ashley can't express enough gratitude for the loving son, brother, and friend that you've raised and for the love that you've already shown him. So, Ashley and Eric consider themselves lucky to be welcomed not only into wonderful families, but into an inspiring and supportive network of friends. It's been said that a true friend is someone who thinks you're a good egg, even though they know you're slightly cracked. You're their true friends. You know who they are. You understand where they've been. You celebrate who they've become, and you encourage them to grow. These two echo what Albert Schweitzer once said. At times, our own light goes out, but is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who've ignited this flame within us. And so, Ashley and Eric, I ask you, do you pledge to help each other, to develop your hearts and minds, cultivating generosity, integrity, patience, enthusiasm, and wisdom as you age and undergo the various ups and downs of life, and to transform them into the path of love, compassion, and joy? And do you pledge to maintain the awareness that life and people are imperfect? Life brings changes. Will you strive to be open-minded and appreciative of all the good things that life and your partner do bring, and to remain optimistic that you can achieve your greatest potential and lasting happiness? Ashley and Eric are partners. They are teammates. They are equals. She is his spice. He is her sweet. They are friends who talk, listen, or vice versa. That's not what I have written down, but I'll go with it. You should have read it a little closer. They are friends who talk, listen, laugh, and support one another's ideas and beliefs. And they don't punish each other for misunderstanding, but they pause first to hear a new perspective. They don't have each other figured out. That takes time, ongoing interest, and curiosity. Together, though, they are stronger, smarter, happier, and they provide balance to one another's extremes during life's daily dance between order and chaos. Now, a wise cowboy once said, Horses attract horses, and donkeys attract donkeys. Well, Ashley and Eric discovered in one another a partner who is compassionate, empathetic, forgiving, generous, loving, and kind. Ashley said, Eric is unapologetically himself. You always know where you stand with him. Under that tough exterior, he really does care deeply for those closest to him. And Eric discovered in Ashley a partner who loves him and family more than most realize. And that realization is what reeled him in. So for Eric and Ashley, nothing can be, will ever be the same again. They're not merged into each other, but rather from now on, they go in the same direction, agreeing not to leave each other behind, or lonely, or discouraged. The strengths and frailties that they each bring to this marriage will make them rich indeed. Now, Ashley and Eric, you knew you found yourselves in love with one another as the culmination of your experiences together showed you the dawning sensation of balance and shared love, the beauty and joy of being on the same team, and learning how your puzzle pieces fit together. Eric, your moment of clarity happened when you returned home from work, and Ashley, who had the day off, was there waiting for you. You may never forget that feeling of coming home to her. She brings you comfort and makes a house a home. You knew she was your forever when her dream became what you wanted to come true more than anything else. And Ashley, you knew you had found your guy while one day hanging out at his house preparing to bring or to binge watch a show. In an instant, he looked up at you from the couch with the story of home and forever in his eyes. You knew. Eric made you feel safe, and he had some of those same traits that you admired in your father. Well, Eric and Ashley, before this moment, you've been many things to each other. Friend, companion, teacher, and lover. Now you will say the words that will take you across the threshold of life, making you partners in marriage.
I, Eric, take you, Ashley, to be my wife. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. Oh.
Sharing is caring. I, Ashley, take you, Eric, to be my husband. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love and honor you all the days of my life. Night.
Eric, you proposed to, or pop the question to Ashley on your 40th birthday party that she threw for you. Your and Ashley's family and friends were there, and she said Eric took forever to propose. And so most of my family had left because he decided not to tell anyone on my side. Well, everyone gathered into the garage, and we sang happy birthday. Eric got up on the garage step to make a little speech, and then he went down on one knee. Ashley's tears of joy affirmed her response. Well, you've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of the promises you just made. Over the eons, stars have been born and then died in spectacular supernovas. The resulting explosion scattered all the elements of the periodic table throughout the universe. Some of these remnants coalesced into meteors and bombarded the Earth over the last 4 billion years, leaving rich deposits of precious minerals. The rings you are about to exchange were made from stardust. Recently, someone dug up the ore. It was liquefied in a furnace at thousands of degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Love is like that. Through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. And PJ, you may present these rings. And Eric, please repeat after me. Ashley, from this day forward,
Ashley, from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter.
My heart will be your shelter.
My arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
Okay.
And Ashley, please repeat after me. Eric, from this day forward,
Eric, from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter.
and my arms will be your home.
And my arms will be your home.
Let us stand. You can get in front of the microphone. Eric and Ashley, marriage is living from a place of gratitude and mindfulness. It is establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, but being the right partner. May you always have a special sense of your mission in life together, and may you never tire of the endless possibilities of exploring your shared existence. And many years from now, may you look at one another and be able to say, with you, I have lived the life I have always wanted to live. With you, I have become the person that I've always longed to be. Well, now that you have spoken the words and performed the rites that unite your lives, we now, by the power of your love and commitment, declare your marriage to be official. And it's our honor to introduce you for the first time, a couple who have just taken a drastic tax avoidance measure. Mr. and Mrs. Eric and Ashley Ramsey, husband and wife.
You're a falling sky, you're the getaway car, you're the line in the sand where I go too far. You're the swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect thing to say. And you play it cool, but it's kinda cute. Oh, when you smile at me, you know exactly what you do. Baby, don't pretend that you don't know it's true, 'cause you can see it when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything. You're a carousel, you're always well, and you light me up when you ring my bell. You're a mystery, you're from outer space, you're every minute of my everyday. And I can't believe that I'm your man, and I get to kiss you, baby, just because I can. Whatever comes our way, I will see it through, and you know that's what our love can do. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything.
Oh my God, man.
every song.
You had gum?
Yeah. I
Sing along.
no. Well, he brought, and I said I was gonna swallow it. And my mom mentioned it. Go ahead.